Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Matt Shotch. I'm your lead community developer here at Gun Media, and we are back with another episode of Tales from the Stream with a smiling Wes Keltner.
There you go. That was like a whole.
That was a lot.
I mean, that was like a long hole too.
Anybody in the chat looking for smiles should be satisfied for at least like the short term here.
That's all. Yeah, that was worth like the entire stream worth of smiles. You got like a freeze frame. Now I'm waiting for somebody to like clip it and.
Yep. Just loop it in again.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Actually, chat. Maybe you guys can take care of that for us.
No, let's not do that. Today we're playing Left 4 Dead.
We're playing Left 4 Dead games. I just wanted to real quick give a shout out to JJC, Last Outlaw, Frequent Tromboning, Senior Nova, South Stands. We got Nick from Slashcast, Nightmare King B. We've got a whole bunch of folks in here.
God, look. I took pics, Last Outlaw. I took pics.
There you go. See?
Hey.
So for those of you who don't know, Tales from the Stream is our weekly Thursday hangout where we like to just kind of chill and spend some time with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We do a little bit of horror something, as well as chat about horror things. So all the horror.
Horror.
And today we got Left 4 Dead, like Wes said.
Yeah, I mean, I know there'd be some people that pop in the chat and be like, hey, what's going on with Friday 13th? And that's what we do on our Tuesday stream, which is called Beyond. So this stream, Tales from the Stream, is just a place for us to kind of hang out with you guys. We play some games that we've, some of them from the past, maybe some present games. Mostly we concentrate on horror. Sometimes we're talking about horror movies and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it really is just a place for you guys to hang out with us. We can just BS about stuff that we all like. So if somebody jumps in the chat and mentions something about, hey, what about the balance of Jason or this or that? Just hold those questions until Tuesday, or you can jump onto forums. We now have a Discord.
That's right.
Which I'm sure Moobot is probably going to throw up in a minute here in the chat, like a link to get to that so you guys can join. We're in there all the time. You can ask questions there as well. So we try to make ourselves as accessible as we possibly can. But for this stream explicitly, it's more just chilling and shooting the shit about horror stuff.
As the week winds down, it's good to have these kind of touch points with you guys where we can just mellow out and all be nerds for a common theme, right? So, like Mr. Wes Keltner said, we have Left 4 Dead. I'm going to get it fired up in a second. Also, you might notice that it's just me and Wes.
I know we're down a man. We are down a man today. So last time it was Ronnie. Yeah. And Ronnie was playing with us. He was the man behind the sticks. He's at a doctor's appointment. Dan usually joins us on the Beyond streams. He's also at a doctor's appointment. Everyone is at doctor's appointments today. So it's just the two of us today hanging out and chilling, which is fine. I have the mustache. You have the green hair. I mean, I kind of feel like we can hold it down. Yeah. We don't need a third wheel.
I had a definite moment of fear, though, when this morning Wes was like, I might not be able to make it. And I was like, ooh, we're going real skeleton crew.
I had to move some stuff around. I have like back issues. I don't know if you guys, have it as well in chat where, you sat too much in front of a computer working and stuff, and it just kind of jacks your back up. And so I have a therapist that I go to that just beats the living hell out of me to like get me moving again, get my hips the right way, get my back moving the right way. And that's what I had scheduled for today. But then I was like, I can bump it. I can move it to Monday, and it'll be all right. So
Wes kicked in the clutch. I appreciate it.
I did. And I mentioned on Twitter today, we had to get up this morning. My wife and I had to get up really early, and we had to go give some blood. And man, that doesn't bother me. Like needles doesn't bother me. Blood stuff doesn't bother me or anything like that. It's you're not allowed to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
Like, I'm type 1, so I get that, man. Every month or two,
the second I wake up, I'm like, I need food now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like grumpy and very irritable. And
I want to eat and drink coffee and do all the things.
Yeah. And it's like you sit down in the room, they're asking all these questions, and I'm just like, give me a Pop-Tart, But that was my day. So I'm kind of sleepy. I'm a pint low. Yeah. Right? And I'm feeling a little peakish. Right. So might not be on top of my game. So if you guys see me, I'm just kind of like staring off into the nothing. Throw some cap locks in chat. Be like, Wes, wake up,
Wes.
So that I can come back to the living. Speaking of the living and coming back to the living, we're playing Left 4 Dead.
We have Left 4 Dead.
See that segue?
That was smooth, man. Smooth. Fives, I just wanted to say thanks very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Same with Mr. Screamer Chaotix. And UBWee says, good look, Wes. We appreciate it. So there's some Wes love in chat there that I wanted to get to. Mr. Man over here taking one for the team to be on tails. I'm putting it on easy, so I mean,
Of course,
get mad.
as Ronnie always says, we play life on hard mode. We
That's
play
right.
games on easy.
No random character though. I got to go with my buddy Bill. It's always Bill or Zoe. Their voiceover is my favorite.
Bill's are real grizzled.
Yeah. We got pills.
Grussled, that's not a word.
Grizzled.
Grizzled is what I was,
Yeah.
reaching for.
I think we start with I say we start with No Mercy, the one everybody knows, the hospital that everybody remembers. And one of the cool things about this was, I say we start with No Mercy, the one we've got some talkback happening.
Oh, that's weird.
Headset. Yeah.
That's really weird.
When you stop talking and you hear yourself,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really like jarring. I was like,
That's
oh my
strange.
God, that's my dumb voice. Anyway, cool thing about this game, I remember I actually lived in Chicago at the time, and I was making the trip from New Jersey back to Chicago to head home. I had been visiting family in Jersey, and I saw the billboard, and I was like, whatever that is, whatever movie that is, I want in. And yeah, it turned out it was a game. And like we were saying before the stream, it's one of those games that you don't have to put, like I know poor Ronnie was trying to run like Fatal Frame and Resident Evil, you know, very demanding kind of playthroughs.
And those are games too that require, audio like pretty intensely. You really got to listen. And whereas Left 4 Dead, maybe not so much.
Right. But I know he's wherever he is at the doctor right now, or maybe home resting up, and he's like, this son of a B.
Right.
This son of a B word says, yeah, I'll take over playing.
Yeah, he get off easy with Left 4 Dead.
Right. But I have a
Hashtag Fluffy, what's up? How's it going? Everyone in chat, hello. If I didn't say hello to you, I'm sorry. When the cam is not facing west and you hear snoring, you know why.
Yeah, right.
That's kind of true.
That's pretty much it.
Left 4 Dead on easy, says someone in chat.
Of course.
Yeah.
I expected that.
Uh-huh.
I honestly, yeah, I if I weren't, oh, boom.
See?
And Zoe did it too. Zoe, you punk. And just get the elbows out. If I weren't making the play on controller right now, maybe we would go, well, we could probably go normal.
That is true. You're a mouse keyboard player only, so the fact that you're having to use a controller. Yeah. You got to go up there and...
I'm not even going to be able to either.
Yeah.
Where is this Molotov?
Your boy's in the way.
Yeah, come on, man.
Don't you love when AI does that?
And they do this little thing when they're trying to like shift.
Get out of the
paths.
way. Yeah.
So anyway, we tried desperately to set up a mouse and keyboard in here, and with the coffee table.
Well, yeah, I bought this coffee table, and I was like, this is so cool, and then it's really short. It's like short to the ground. So,
to be fair, it's a sharp.
But I wanted it small because I wanted to put stuff on it and it not be like there's something like this, like right in front of our faces while we're like trying to do things. So I'm like, oh, a lower profile makes sense. Doesn't make sense when you want to use mouse and keyboard, but
I think we're gonna try and look into some kind of other.
We'll get you one of those lap. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a beanbag, but it's got a solid top on it.
Oh, what are they called, too?
They have a name?
Yeah, there's folks that are, like, sponsored by them now and stuff. And the people I know that...
I feel like Doritos should sponsor it.
Yeah, a beanbag that sits on your lap.
Then it has a built-in little, like, snack compartment that you can put the Cheetos in, or the Doritos in, and it should come out so you can knock the powder off, like, into your mouth, and then put the cart...
Like an articulated arm.
It's exactly right. Just comes out, and then,
For sure, man.
I'm in, dude.
I think
Doritos, holler at me. I got you.
Let him know. No, yeah, we're gonna try to figure something like that out. But for today, we're
lap
gonna
desk.
run.
Lap desk is what Chad is saying.
See?
Maybe that's what. Is that the official term?
Do we have a sponsored lap desk user in there? Can they give us any feedback on them?
Yeah, I've just seen them. I haven't used them. I can't speak to like how great they are.
UB Weeze in the chat is gonna appreciate this. She's gonna remember this and appreciate this. Wait, is this not the car? It should be the car.
You trying to set off the alarm?
We used to do it to each other all the time.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know, that's my little sister. And we used to play this game co-op, and somebody would always, as soon as the thing comes up and says, watch out, some cars have alarms. One of us would shoot it and mess with the other. But
lap desk is more of a generic term, not the brand name. So.
I hear that boom.
Where's our Wes emote? I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about Wes emotes. So I don't understand. What emote of what?
They want that ear-to-ear smile, dude.
I don't think they really want it.
Yeah.
Or they're going to use it for making fun of, I don't know.
Is that a tanker?
Hey, Rob, I don't know, Rob, our producer in the background, we can hear ourselves back through our mic and back through our headset, and it's about a 5 to 8 second delay. It's really weird.
Try something for me real quick. Try
yeah.
muting the stream in that window you have there on the left.
That wouldn't do it, would it?
It might.
All right, well, maybe we'll try that and see. Because I do not. But there's no speaker. Yeah, whatever.
No, there's no speaker, but I have. Oh,
You have a sneaking suspicion that that's the problem?
Yeah, I have had that.
All right.
Wow,
If
Matt.
you become partnered on Twitch, you can create emotes for subscribers. Yeah, that is true.
Thank you.
That is true.
Oh, how did I not hit him?
I don't think we're gangster enough to be partnered on Twitch.
Yeah. We've got time for that, but we are aware of how emotes work.
Yes.
We weren't sure that you would want. Wow, I did terrible. We weren't
Bicycle of Death. Wes, the internet does not use emotes for nefarious purposes. Sure.
Shout out to Bicycle of Death in the chat. Our Bicycle of Death care packages came today. Thank you again.
It's so weird. How am I hearing myself? I don't understand this.
That's a great question. Not a bad question, Bert.
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever noticed it. It's never happened before. It's so strange.
I just heard myself.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, like,
yes. We're talking to Rob, by the way, chat. So if you hear us answering yes or no to no other question that was being asked, it's because Rob in the production studio is asking us questions. Yes, Rob, we can hear ourselves on about a 5-second delay. It's really soft and muddled, and it sounds like it's the same mix as the game audio. Does Left 4 Dead have in-game chat?
No, that ain't it, because it wouldn't have
so.
Wes in there.
Right. And I mean, I can hear him clearly. He can hear me clearly. It's just 5 seconds delayed from. Oh, I bet that's totally it. Is that live right now behind the scenes?
It might be.
Pause the game, and Rob, if you'll throw to just camera 1 full screen, and we'll
Check that out. Yeah.
Pause the game.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was about to
then
be like, I can't do much.
Do your thing.
Oh yeah, Alt and Tab.
And we'll,
Oh yeah, we've. Hey guys, we're watching ourselves over here on the stream. Yep.
Is that what it is?
We're gonna get rid of that. Oh yeah, we've. And we're gonna get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you it stops now.
I think that may have done it.
Yep. Shout out to producer Rob.
Good job, Rob, for the troubleshooting.
Knowing what's going on there.
We're all idiots in here, so great job. Great job.
We were like, video game time? Yeah, let's go sit down and play video games. Never mind what's.
I know, chat's like, dude, that's just voices in Wes's head. That's not real.
Is that low blood?
Oh, that's freaking Ben that said that. Ben, you're fired.
Look over here.
Come honor feet? Come on. That's your name?
He got me with
For
that
real?
last time too. Yeah, and I read
For
it
real?
and I immediately was like, maybe I shouldn't have read that one.
Yeah.
But it's too late now. All right, let's get some Towering Inferno going. Where are you, you big dummy? That is a Ronnie-sized zombie. I don't want no part.
We're good at them games.
Tank skips leg.
Left 4 Dead 2 was better. Why are you playing the first one?
Well, you know, I think Left 4 Dead 2, they added some elements like, you know, melee weapons and things in there, yeah. But to me, it's the players. It's the characters. I like being able to play as...
What's wrong with, like, going back to OG and playing?
Yeah. Well, and not only that, but I mean, you know, we've got a lot of tales from the streams.
We do.
Streams. We've got plenty of time to do both,
Mm-hmm.
you know. One of my favorite things about Left 4 Dead 2, though, that now that it's been brought up, is the way, when it was announced, I was like, well, you know, again, I like these characters, so I didn't want to say goodbye to them yet. I really liked the way they tied them in Left 4 Dead 2, how you have the passing, and crossing, is it called, or passing?
Right.
Yeah. You can see the story of how Bill sacrificed himself and all that. Pretty cool stuff.
Which one, because both of them have the movie posters, right, at the end of each, when you clear a thing?
Yep.
Which one was the one that was the airport? Was that 1 or 2?
That's 2.
Where the little subtitle said, "Your flight's been delayed."
Oh wait, yeah,
Permanently.
No, that might be this one. Or no, is Dead Air the airport in this, or
Oh,
is that
man.
in part 2 only?
That's the kind of like corny,
Yeah.
campy, almost dad joke kind of thing that I love that kind of humor.
Oh yeah. Well, and again, I thought it would make a good Tales from the Stream game, considering that, we chat horror movies. All of these end with like a credit roll, and I am doing so terrible though right now. Bill said, "Look," and I'm playing as Bill. Bill said, "Look," and I don't even. Oh, we got a witch. We got a witch. Wait.
There she is, right there.
I did this earlier, and Wes didn't believe me.
Oh,
I didn't
see?
get it. But I did do it earlier, and then Wes had his back turned, and I was like, "Wes, I killed the witch with 1 shot." He's like, "I didn't see it."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, great." Let's see. Those of you who have played a little Left 4 Dead, if you kill the lights and you sneak up on her, you can get a little cheeky headshot, and you get an achievement called Crowned. Oh, we got boomies in here. There he is.
Look. Over there.
Bill is talking about all kinds of look over there. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. I don't want the hunting rifle. I want one of those with the ammo.
Look. Wait up, I'm healing.
Oh, we got a Mad Moxie in the chat. Wes, Matt, and I were having a heated debate on House of a Thousand Corpses versus Devil's Rejects. Which do you like better? I wonder not to bring this up. I know this is a hot topic for a lot of folks.
Over there.
You have a preference in those Rob Zombie?
I don't, because I don't like either one of them. I don't care for Rob Zombie movies.
Okay.
I think he has a heavy hand as a director.
That's a nice way to say it.
And I like some of my horror to have a little bit more subtlety, a little bit more cleverness. And I don't feel like that's his style. I don't think of him as a bad filmmaker. It just doesn't match the style that I enjoy. So that's my answer.
See, I'm a little bit more of a gore hound, and I like that kind of stuff. And
Your sister says, "Ouch."
yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Hey, the man is speaking the truth, though. Yeah, so I have a little bit of a gorehound kind of at times in me, and I like Devil's Rejects. I liked it. House of a Thousand Corpses, I felt.
But it's not the gore. That's not what I mean, right?
Right.
I mean, because there's great gore out there, and there's still a way to tell a story and include gore, and not make that kind of be somewhat of a centerpiece and be feel like that parts of the narrative and character development takes more of a backseat to over glorifying the gore itself. Like I think it plays better when it's not overused and it's not expected as much.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, yeah.
But he does have kind of a grindhousey approach that I do appreciate.
Right.
But
See,
again, like I
me,
said, it's a little heavy-handed for me.
that heavy hand in House of a Thousand Corpses, in my opinion, came in the way of just like blatant, like, hey, I was inspired by this movie. You know what I mean? And it was too on the nose, and that was my opinion with that one. Whereas I felt like Devil's Rejects had a little more of its own kind of personality to it. But yeah, I see what you mean completely. Well, that's not where we want to go. I'm getting lost again.
Boo,
But,
boo, West, boo. I was
yeah.
gonna make Reese's peanut butter pie for the office. I'm rethinking it now. Oof.
Yeah, see that? Now everybody
really
at Gun
screwed
can
that
thank
up.
Wes for the lack of peanut butter pie.
What I meant to say is he's a visionary.
Oh no! I got attacked by the tank. Halloween 2007 wasn't terrible, but the second one was awful. I can agree with you there.
Yeah.
I I don't mind his version of Halloween, the first one.
You'll be okay.
I've said it a couple of times on this show. I'm very forgiving with reboots and remakes. That's just me and my preferences. So, but his Halloween part 2, from front to back, I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
Look,
it was, especially considering when you start talking about the original Halloween 2
safe house.
and how quality that is and how much source material there is there. Yeah. See, it just wasn't giving me the warning. There's that car alarm. Come get it, zombies. Sorry. Yeah. The original Halloween 2 had a lot of great source material that he could have went with, and I felt like that was completely ignored in his version. Which, it's one thing to rewrite your version of the film. It's another to, put have Michael Myers have a crazy hillbilly beard and everything else. You know?
Also, hi, Tracy Dahl. Good to see you
Hey.
again. Devil's Rejects was good, but wouldn't have existed without Last House on the Left.
That's very true, too. Yeah. Derivative.
But I mean, there was a couple of movies even before Last House that was, sort of more of a home invasion type of thing. But that was all just part of the, like I've mentioned before, all horror is a mirror to the culture at the time, and at the time society was looking at more at itself for its monsters and not, the outside. It was, the monster isn't, in the closet. The monster is,
in your neighbor.
your next door neighbor or whatever, right? Or just brought horror to your house like that. So the thought of it could just be a normal looking dude or group of people or girl or whatever, and they're going to come into your house and murder you. Like,
Move my mic closer to my mouth.
it's so quiet.
And, sorry, I was talking to the producer again, and then Wes leaned over to get his drink, and I was like, "Is he really going to move the mic for me?" I was like, "That's."
Let me help
I was
you
like,
out there,
wow.
pal.
I know we're bros and all, but that's a bit much. So
Never touch
now,
another man's mic.
that's right. So now, what's everybody been watching lately? Because my buddy Mr. Wes Keltner over here told me to watch Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy. Have you been watching it?
I have.
What do you think?
I like it, but at the same time, I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong here. I feel like I've heard this story before.
Oh yeah, it was.
The teenage warhead
Oh, yeah.
character and
Yeah. They're not reinventing anything. Like,
Yeah.
but it's funny because Ish mentioned earlier today about the perception of something being good when value is attached to it, meaning like what did you pay for it, right? And that a show like that is quote unquote free, right? Because it's a Netflix original, you pay for your Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But if Umbrella Academy was like a film and not a series, and it was like at the theater, would you enjoy it? Probably not as much.
yeah.
But it's a good bingeable. Let's just watch this thing. So
I was really happy when I said to Kirsty, maybe 2 episodes in, I was like, watch, she is the thing. And that's all I'll say because of spoilers. And so we watched a bit, and I lined the whole thing up, and I was like, I feel like I've seen this story. I don't think I'm just that in tune with the series. I think I just have seen this, and yeah. But it's definitely good. I like the characters and cast. So.
Nick over at Slashing Cast says there's nothing wrong with a man moving another man's mic.
No, there's nothing at all wrong with it. It was a little unexpected. We'll just leave it there. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, I fell down. Now I'm isolated, which, come on, horror fans, you know that's bad.
Rewatching some Cowboy Bebop. Nice.
Okay. I didn't realize that was a smoker right there. I hit him once and then stopped.
Matt, did you enjoy You Might Be the Killer?
I thought it was pretty good. There were a couple of points where I was like, oh, but, it definitely, I could see the merit in it, and I enjoyed it. But, yeah, there were a couple of moments where I was like, that's a little bit. We were talking again about on the nose and kind of pokey pokey. But it was good. It was definitely worth the watch.
I feel like I'm in like a horror slump right now.
Yeah?
Where I look at stuff, I watch a trailer, and I'm like, I don't really want to see that. And I'm either going back and watching something that's older, or I'm just completely like I'm out of the genre. I'm looking at something else. You know.
Well, I have to say that's been the one thing about the Gun Media Discord that I've found most enjoyable. Which again, the Discord's not there for me, but you know what I mean. The one thing about it that I've found
Not
most
about
enjoyable,
you.
That's right. It's not just yours. But you know, and that's the conversations about horror movies and stuff. I've walked out of signed off after a night of hanging out in there with a whole new list of films to check out, which has been cool. So, and that's actually where You Might Be the Killer came from. So. Bill keeps saying, look. What are we looking at, Bill? Graffiti?
Here.
And look, there he goes again. Look over here. Wow,
You did it again.
Bill, you all right there, old buddy? We're going down? By the way, we were all talking, and I didn't want to interrupt, but I crowned the witch again. So, I mean...
I was looking at chat.
Yeah,
so.
of course. Yeah, of course. Of course. Wow, no, not the big boy.
Are you guys interested in playing Days Gone?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Motorcycle undead guy, and yeah, for sure, man.
Do you think there's going to be a point in pop culture, both film and games, when people are saying enough with zombies, or are zombies, for lack of a better word or turn of a phrase, you know, they can never die? Like they'll... Is that... What do you think about that, Matt?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's always a kind of room for it, because this is going to sound insulting towards the genre or the, you know, and to the fans of it, but know that I'm a big fan of zombie films. I think they're always going to stick around for the simple fact that they're a simple horror enemy, right? There's no complicated, I'm going to get killed. There's no complicated backstory. There's no, like, you don't have to do a lot of character setup. They're a threat that you can present in any horror movie just by them existing.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of helps storytellers create cool stories around them, because you can really, you know, lean into your characters and stuff.
I guess it's also a monster that is more human than monster, so like there's a relation to it, you know, a little more.
Yikes, Matt's a little rusty. Matt's a lot rusty. But yeah, absolutely. And, you know, that human element, it's not, you know, I mean, when you watch just because, you know, because of where we're at and what we make, when you watch a Friday the 13th, you're not like, yeah, man, I get Jason, you know, but these hapless suckers that become zombies, and, you know, you can see that being the folks you know.
Well, there's just more human. They're more human. Like,
that's right.
See more humanity, so to speak, into them, in them. Bicycle Death says, I think zombies will wax and wane. I agree with that. I mean, I think we're seeing some of that with, I think Walking Dead numbers are down, right? People, they're tuning in to watch it.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's because people are tired of zombies, or is it because some of the main characters left? I don't know. I'm not a film or a TV expert. I don't know. I know I watched up until, I don't remember what season it was, but it was the dude with the baseball bat.
Negan.
There you go. And it was around in that season that I was like, man, I'm kind of tired of this.
We see, and that's a good example of it, but just like there have been key moments in the history of zombie films where somebody's come along and kind of turned it around and reworked it in a way that's new and exciting for people, I think we're on the cusp of something like that. We're on the cusp of something like a Return of the Living Dead or Shaun of the Dead, or, you know, something to come along and just be like, hey, you know, there's more to this. Or even Walking Dead when it first, you know, kicked off.
Sure.
So yeah, I think there's room for it. It's just a matter of who's going to do it and how are they going to approach it.
Will you peeps ever play the RE2 remake? We did. It was our first Tales stream we played. You can go back and watch the VOD on it. I think Ronnie was the one behind the sticks playing.
Yeah, it's up here on Twitch as a VOD, and you can catch it on YouTube as well. So, oh, this is where I gotta go. I always get lost down here. But this
Decade Doo-Doo says, it's a great name, by the way. Decade Doo-Doo. Honestly, I think zombies are dying off and paranormal is starting to grow again. A lot of the big releases in gaming and movies are shifting from tangible creatures to supernatural.
So you're saying there's a return to the ghost story?
Mm-hmm.
I could get into it. Did I just go in a big-ass circle? I did.
Oh, he says it's not doo-doo, it's dodo. Like,
yes. Oh, Decaying Dodo. That's my buddy.
the bird.
That's my bud. I met him at PAX South. He's a.
But you have to admit, I mean, granted, you.
Yeah.
To me, that's how maybe I have an adolescent mind, and I was like,
You're like, doo-doo. Yeah, that's fair.
So sorry about that, Dodo.
He has actually a rather regal mustache himself.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I think we need to have like a mustache off sometime.
I'd probably lose. I remember I was walking around PAX with Sequisha, and no one gave two shits about my mustache because he's walking around with this like Mack truck stash on the front of his face.
Yeah, that's a push broom.
Yeah, dude, it's exactly what it is. And everyone's always like, "Is that real? Is that real?" I'm over here looking like chopped liver, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, nice mustache, and you're like, "Thanks, man." They walk right by.
Right, exactly.
Guys, I get lost down here a lot, so turns out this was probably a bad call. Did I go the wrong way?
You're fine. Paranormal games lately have offered a more immersive and thusly scary atmospheres as of late. Yeah. What Bicycle? What games have you been playing that are paranormal? That like you have some examples that are more immersive.
Oh, I think I'm remembering.
Matt, what do you think about the movies William Castle made?
William Castle.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar. Sorry.
So am I, actually.
Well,
missing.
Fives, you're gonna have to educate us.
Yeah. Let us know, buddy. Oh, it's up the ladder, is it? Mercy Hospital Outlet. Derp, Matt.
Man, these headphones like pinch my ears where I have my nerd glasses on. It's super uncomfortable.
I feel like
Start wearing my contacts when we do stream days.
I feel like I am gonna scare the witch before I have a chance to brain her because I don't know where she is and there's a crowd. Let's kill the lights.
You're getting closer for sure.
Oh, is that a friggin' boom daddy? Yeah, buddy.
I think she's
Is she in that truck?
or back in, right there, right behind it. You're about to walk.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, I saw that one.
I put the double tap on just in case I didn't get her, but we got her with the first hit. I was waiting for you to be like, to chat as soon as I went on.
To the hospital.
You need another shout out? Mm-hmm.
Who needs another shout out?
Oh, your boy with the clever name.
Oh, yeah, no.
Which I'll say come, which I believe is Spanish for eat.
Into the safe room, people.
So that's comer, but then come is
Comer is to eat, right?
Yeah.
So come might be eat. Producer, can we get a...
Yeah, I got some people that can hables español in chat, and they're like, "Yeah, dude." So yeah, he wants to eat on her feet. All right, man. I ain't judging.
Hey, dude, we all have a kink.
Yeah, dude. Little Vienna sausages between her toes.
Oh, God.
Everyone in chat's like,
Yeah.
and delete everything.
Yep.
Nuke my computer.
Burn it all down. Forget it. This has been Tales from the Stream, guys. No.
Thanks, our last show. Holla.
Yep. Look at the hairline on Francis.
Hey, don't talk about hairline.
Sorry.
Follic the challenge over here. Wes's toe fetish confirmed. No, I don't have a toe fetish at all. I'm not anti-feet, but I'm not like all about feet. So
Here's another little thing from Left 4 Dead that I always really appreciated. How all the safe houses have these notes.
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but some of them in Left 4 Dead 2 tie into Left 4 Dead 1, which I thought was a pretty cool little...
Clever.
First time I played through it, I would read them all. And they do repeat occasionally. You know, you'll see this again. But
Sure.
I thought it was pretty cool. What am I doing here? Getting ammo. I got 93 health because somebody else healed me. So that's cool. Cool thing about bots is they don't mind wasting their medkits on you. Oh, I remember this part. Yeah, this part is a hot mess. A lot of like different doorways, and I get lost again a bunch because that reasons.
Bicycle says, put it this way, other than RE2, I can't think of any zombie games that have given me goose flesh. I've never heard it said that way.
Goose
like,
flesh.
Like goosebumps.
I dig it.
Chills. Been enjoying the new Call of Cthulhu game.
Oh.
Not sure that counts. That's cosmic. Yeah.
Still, Call of Cthulhu is pretty good. For what little I've played of it. Man, we got some crazy tunes going for this horde. I don't remember that being the track, but okay. All right, where are we going in this? Oh, we got to go up.
Oh, okay. So the original, 5 says the original 13 Ghost, The Tingler, and the original House on Haunted Hill. Those are William Castle movies from the 50s and 60s. He even produced Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, I remember The Tingler. I remember seeing a documentary where it was one of the first times that they installed randomly in some of the seats in the movie theater these little motors like under the seat.
Yeah.
And the projectionist could control them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the Tingler, like they would kill the lights in the theater, and like stop the film and everything. And the announcer guy would come, like the projectionist would be like, "No one panic, but the Tingler has been spotted in the theater." And he would like hit the button, and it would vibrate some people's seats, and they would all start screaming and shit.
So like real life jump scares at a movie
Yeah,
theater.
yeah. I mean that's badass. You can't obviously you try to do that now, and no freaking way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, we're gonna hit with.
So I do remember that. Yes, William Castle. I'm now aware. I just didn't know his name, so I am definitely aware of his films.
Same
are you
here.
Are you asking me what do I think about him? That question would be obviously they're all classics.
Over there.
But I didn't know if there was a different question. Sorry.
Those Vincent Price films.
Oh yeah.
Me and Kirsty are both big fans of them. We watch them pretty regularly around our place. Where the hell am I going? Is it as simple as follow those exit signs? No. Oh, hey, Zoe. Oh, she's got the 1 foot on the stretcher. That's what's doing it.
Look at this.
Anyone looking forward to Zombieland 2? I mean, I am. I love the first one.
And the
My-
fact that it has the whole cast again.
It's funny because my wife, she won't do horror movies. Like, she's not interested at all whatsoever. But I saw the first Zombieland. I was like, oh my God. I was like, you have to watch this. And she's like, I don't know. I don't like horror movies. But she ended up absolutely adoring it. And I'm like, well, if you love this, let's watch Shaun of the Dead. She's like, oh my God, I love it. So she falls
So
in love
you're
with that.
finding
She
a
likes the
little-
horror comedy.
Yeah, you're finding like a corner of the horror scene.
Yeah, yeah.
Or-
She's into like the Tucker and Dale. Love that one. So anytime that it's a mixture of, if it's a horror comedy, she's definitely in.
Look.
All right. What the hell?
Zombieland 2, It 2, Child's Play, and Pet Sematary. It's a great year, in my opinion. Says Decade Dodo. I said it right.
I know him. I know him.
Yeah, I remember. It says 5 says William Castle even sold life insurance at theaters when House on Haunted Hill premiered. Saying scariest movie ever made. Yeah, I mean the dude knew how to market.
Yeah.
Like he can market the shit out of a movie.
And that's in those kind of way back. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's in those War of the Worlds, post-War of the Worlds kind of time.
Sure, but even like some of the marketing around like Last House on the Left, they had that warning at the beginning that was like, repeat to yourself, it's only a movie.
Yep. I like how a long time ago I was reading something about little like horror movie trivia kind of things, and I had seen a couple of headlines about movies that I'm a fan of, and one of them was about Return, and it said, fun fact about Return of the Living Dead, the intro sequence tells people that the events of the story are true.
Yeah.
None of that is in fact true.
Right, exactly. Well, that's what effed me up as a kid, and probably one of the reasons why I loved it so much was because it said it was true, and then it says it took place in Louisville, Kentucky, which is
Right.
in our backyard here. So
See, for me, people are always like, oh, that's a interesting movie I always talk about as one of my favorites. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm a punk rocker who was into horror. Do you think I managed to escape watching Return of the Living Dead as a punk rocker in horror? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
If I gotta murder every one of these
makes sense when you look at it that way.
with their goddamn hands. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, get cranky, Bill. By the way, guys, quick shout out to Wes on chat. I said when we took the stream today with just the two of us, I was like, don't worry, man, I've done it before. I could do it again. I have just set the tablet down, and
Yeah, man.
I haven't unlocked it, and Wes is killing it, so thanks for that.
No, it's all good, man. Happy to help. Decade, we'll see you, man. Have a good one.
Take care, Mr. Doodoo. I mean, Dodo.
We need to find roof access.
Oh,
I had to take these glasses off, man, because like where they sit behind my ears and where this headset pinches, it's like it was not comfortable.
I know that feeling.
So now I had to blow up the.
He's got it.
I got the chat on like Nana edition, right? It's like a 250% increase. I'm over here eating Werther's Originals and trying to.
That's right.
Trying to read
I have
the
a
chat.
peppermint in my purse.
Where's my TV guide?
Oh man, I remember the phones with buttons so big you could headbutt them to dial.
Oh yeah, and the cord that was always tangled all the shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I hear another witch. Feels like we've hit a lot of witches in this one.
I got into the old B horror films from my dad. Used to watch those, and the old B sci-fi movies. Yeah. I love the one of my wife's friends is into some types of horror, which she calls animal eats people. That's the genre of film. So she was into like Anaconda, Lake Placid, stuff like that. But I liked even some of the earlier stuff, like Them and shit like that. It was like giant ants or like those, whatever the one was. But there's like these giant crabs that would come onto shore and eat people. I think it was black and white, but some of those are always a fun one to have on in the background.
The creature feature.
And watch. Yeah, which was all like obviously a reaction to like the nuclear,
Because that's always the case, right? Just like comic books.
Exactly.
Nuclear accident or radioactive this or radioactive that.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was the whole space, exploration, and we're trying to figure out rockets to get to space. And then it was like, well, what if we bring something back? And it's like, so they started making all the films about
like a giant crab. Yeah.
You're right.
I'm gonna heal myself and then take another med kit because I'm that kind of selfish survivor.
Sorry, chat's moving a little faster. Does anyone recall a movie that would have been on Showtime, HBO Cinemax, where a dude was heavy petting a lady bits,
Okay.
and a small human skull bursts out?
What?
Vivid, horrific memory. Never knew what the film was.
My God, no. Yeah, I could see why you would have a vivid, horrific. Like, I don't get jammed up about a lot of things.
Like it was, like you saw it on Showtime, HBO Cinemax. Meaning it probably didn't come to theaters. It was just.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know that one.
I would remember that as well.
It was in the 80s, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
There's not a lot. I mean,
that was
gets me, but
that was
stuff.
the heyday of bad horror. I mean, there was a lot that was on the market at that point. Was it good? I guess is the real question. Was it a good horror movie, or just do you remember that scene?
Yeah. Oh, there's a smoker out here waiting for us to stop.
Heaven is in hell. Can you confirm the rumor that you're working on a Leprechaun in the Hood video game? I cannot confirm nor deny.
They got us. No, I'm kidding.
One of the best in the Leprechaun. I was going to say trilogy, but I think there's actually like
probably 100 of them at this point.
Yeah.
Where's that smoky doke? Is that up there?
Find the radio and get a hold of that pilot.
Moxie's telling you to be a better survivor.
What?
You don't remember the name of that movie? You were too horrified. You were around 8.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
You were 8 and you were watching movies that had heavy petting in them.
On Cinemax? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, dude, this may be somewhat inappropriate of a discussion, but we're here and we're talking about
it. Let's go for it.
So, my wife's parents have DirecTV. I have no cable, no satellite, none of that stuff. I just stream everything, right? But they have their DirecTV sign-in, so they gave it to us, and so I can activate all the stuff that they have via apps on like Fire TV or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So HBO and all the stuff. Well, then I had no idea that they also had Showtime. right? And I think, didn't Showtime buy Cinemax a while back or something? I don't remember.
Something like that.
Either way, they had just mentioned something about seeing a show or something on Showtime. I'm like, I know they had that. So I download the app, use their sign-in. Boom, now I have Showtime. Dude, there's like a whole section in there that's called Late Night. I was unaware this was even a thing.
Oh, it's a thing. Yeah.
The movies in there are interesting.
That's a way to put it.
They're not good.
Yeah, no, never.
And that's depressing if that's...
Late night is not the place to go.
I mean, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
films.
I don't understand why those films exist. I understood why they existed pre-internet
Yeah.
videos that are readily available.
Yeah.
I can understand why those were available then. I don't understand why they're available now.
I get where you're coming from. And no, I don't understand either.
Right?
I also can't seem to understand why there's an entire channel dedicated to them. Like, who's like, you know what I want?
you.
Just
Yes.
more of that. Totally
Exactly. I
unnecessary
want
thing.
that, but I don't want to see anything.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
And I want that. I want a channel dedicated to that so I could pick and choose
Right.
which.
I don't want like 1 or 2 movies.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
show me like 50 of them?
Right. I want options.
Right. But I better not see a single anything.
Right.
Like a bob here and there. That's it.
Yep. The world is the world's a scary, effed up place.
Speaking of our last stream ever, thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Swinging by today.
This has been Tales from the Stream.
Yeah.
Who is shooting me? Oh, I keep doing that. I keep wanting to aim down
He
sights.
says someone's. I always want to missay your name. Is it Seraph? Is that how I'm supposed to say it? If I'm sorry. Because they are a rite of passage, Wes. You don't grow up until you get caught watching them and trying to explain to your parents.
That is true.
So, but I mean, is that the mentality of why these things are made?
I don't think that's
Think
why they're
about that.
made, but I think that's how they manage to keep existing. Is the fact that
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, I heard that I heard a while back, a long time ago, that those movies exist because when they're making the advanced versions of those movies, right, that they simultaneously, while they're done with the advanced scenes, will then shoot these scenes
Well, that's interesting.
and spin out a separate movie and sell it to that market, which I
So,
guess there's money in it, but
It's essentially, two products coming from the same day of filming.
that's exactly right.
And if they make anything on it at that point, they're ahead of the game.
Yeah, your sister says it's for the kids. Come on.
Just a little something for the kids. Oh, God. Yeah, we're definitely done.
Hey. But that didn't, I mean, I didn't have access to that when I was a kid. It was Silk Stockings,
Yeah, oh, my God. Now you're talking about a throwback.
which just got added to Amazon Prime Video.
That's hilarious.
I think you.
That's hilarious. Now, I feel like when they added Lifetime, they added Silk Stockings. I
Which
feel
was-
like the two of them went hand in hand.
Yeah. Which still has like, I wanted to go down memory lane again because they added it to Amazon Prime Video. I was like, oh my God, Silk Stockings. So I hit play, season 1 or whatever. And just the intro, watching the intro, you guys should go to YouTube, type in Silk Stockings intro and watch it. At one point, there's a lady on a bed that's wearing like some kind of nightie, whatever it is, right? Garter belts and stuff. And a tarantula is walking across this is not a horror show.
Yeah.
It's a crime drama, right? It's like I don't know how you would explain. How do you explain Silk Stockings if you're not of that generation that you saw it?
It is a mature crime drama.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Right. It's
Detective
like
agency thing,
it's like
right?
if CSI and Playboy kind of hooked up, but there's not any nudity in it.
That's right.
But there's
So it's like
there's-
CSI Atlantic City.
That sounds dirtier. I mean, that sounds gross,
Yeah.
more gross. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Atlantic City's disgusting. No offense to anybody in chat, but I'm just saying. All right,
I feel like we just got big old shovels.
right?
See, now, honestly, you can blame Ronnie and Dan for this. 'Cause
That's what this whole
happened.
stream is falling apart because they had a doctor's appointment. I had to give blood today, Right? I didn't get a good breakfast.
I have a condition, so I mean, you know, we can't be held accountable. That's all. Look at this big old tanky boy just slap me into the corner, and where are them bots?
Yeah, UBW says LMAO AC gross. Atlantic City gross. Oh, see?
Having been there, yeah. I mean,
Nick says rule 1, always blame Dan. That's a really good point.
Quality idea, too.
Quality.
Let's get over to the chopper. I love this part. This is when friends get betrayed, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, right now, I'm okay with that helicopter leaving.
Mm-hmm. Put my glass.
Sounded like La Chapa. Who sounded like La Chapa? Kick him off the pad, right? Oh, I would constantly be like, well, I haven't played this game in years. Used to be my favorite game out.
Yeah, we wore it out in college.
This is one of my favorite bits here. The way they do the end credits like a film, you know?
Yeah. You're going to have to tell me everything's ain't clever on it because it's a blurry mess without my glasses.
You can't see anything, yeah.
I can see nothing.
Well, you know, are you familiar with the end?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just like how they show the stats of the game kind of as film credits. I think that's always pretty neat.
Who remembers watching scrambled movies on cable as a rite of passage?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, you didn't grow up in my generation if you haven't watched Squiggle.
Well, see,
you're like, I totally saw a Bob.
Here's the thing. So, right. So right now, when you play our game, the gun intro, right, that plays, it's like an old Vidmark or somebody, right? Like it's an old intro music and all. I was going to make several versions of that intro, right, and include it so that every time you booted it, you may see like 4 or 5 different ones. We just ran out of time. One of the ones I was going to do was a scrambled porn like intro. So it was going to be all the squigglies, and you thought you saw something, and then it would like, you know, gun would appear in it. I'm still holding on to it because I still want to do it and have some of the audio. It's like, wait, did I hear what I thought I just heard? But then now you didn't hear that.
And one of the funniest things about that is when we play our stream intro, I always have that thought.
Yeah.
The crossover between horror sounds, we'll say, and other sounds, and you're like,
that's
what's
true.
that?
In the Mitch murder thing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like, is she? No, wait, I think she's being killed.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we going to start a new show that's like, that's what the show's about?
I don't. The fact that we couldn't even say
dead sound or sex sounds? Like,
yeah.
Be the judge.
Yeah. We'll just play audio cues and be like, whoa, what do you think that was, chat?
It's probably the fastest way for us to get kicked off Twitch, maybe.
I mean, I feel like I don't want to test it.
There goes that partnership. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a done deal. Crouching improves accuracy. Only Valve. Only Valve.
Paul says, I have a new respect for you, Wes. Well, thank you. I don't know which of the inappropriate things you get respect for, but
I think it's pretty interesting that this stream was the one that did it.
Right?
Not the history of horror,
no.
or long giallo talks, or Japanese horror. It was Squiggle Vision.
Exactly. It's like, can we get back to more scrambled porn discussion?
I can't wait for that on next week's Tales.
Exactly. Next week, we're just going to have Scrambled Spice TV, like the entire show.
And if Ronnie didn't watch this or doesn't catch the past broadcast, he is going to be in for a treat when chat starts going, what about?
Yeah. He's going to be like, what are they talking about? And whatever it is, let's do it.
Right. I mean, I'm here for it. I just want to understand it. Oh, I'm getting smokered off the cliff.
That's how you used to watch WWF shows? Like you had to watch Scrambled WWF when you were a kid?
It's true.
We didn't have... I mean, there was a mature channel that was scrambled for sure, but the scrambling was pretty intense.
Well, and, with, like, WWF, you would hear a lot. So it was good in that respect because you could keep up with what the announcers were saying.
Jinx says, I can't remember the movie, but it had a zombie turkey that could talk. Wasn't that called, like, Thanksgiving or something like that?
Yep.
There you go, Jinx. Thanksgiving, I think was the name of that one.
100% right. Me and Kirsty have watched
World Wildlife
for the giggles.
Yeah, before it was WWE, it was WWF.
Yeah, that's true. It was a federation before it was entertainment.
Yep.
And then there was a confusing year or two where the panda thing with the animals.
Yeah.
And you were like, wait, Are the animals wrestling?
Yeah.
What are we saving wrestlers? What are we getting involved with here? And then it switched to WWE. Help, need food.
Look.
Oh, that smoker's still on that roof, huh? Where do we go from here? Oh yeah.
Through here.
Is this where we go down the street level? Yeah, it is. I hear a boomy boy. There he is.
Reloading.
The World Wildlife Fund sued WWE. Really? See that?
That reminded me of a Beavis and Butthead when they heard something that sounded like naughty sounds, but their reception was too bad to see anything. In desperation, they tried to fix the reception, and when they got an image, they both got disgusted because it was the birth of a baby with
feel like I
bloodborne and all
remember
that.
I feel like I remember this on one of the seasons.
That's pretty good.
Hey, how's it going, DG? DG is a designer girl there in chat.
Oh, what's up?
Uh-oh, out of ammo. That's not good.
TS Streets, what's up? How's it going?
Over there.
Or T Streets? T Street, yes, T Streets.
For those of you who are just tuning in, this is... Oh, Francis gave me some pills. When a biker gives you pills, you take them. For those of you just tuning in, this is Tales from the Stream, our Thursday stream, where we like to hang out, play horror games, you know, not necessarily our games, maybe our games, just horror games in general, chat about all things horror, and hang out with you guys. We run these every Thursday at 3 p.m. So, yeah. This one got, we veered off horror, but hey, man.
Yeah, it took a hard left, but
we're having fun.
Next stream, Friday 13th side-scrolling mobile game.
There's a mobile one?
I'm not even aware of it. If that's a thing, I was unaware.
That's interesting. They don't eat, they don't sleep. What keeps them running? Some more cool quotes from the
What
walls.
was the
of
binge
station.
show? You believe that was The Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
Is the name of it? It's a Netflix original. It streams in 4K if you have a 4K TV, so it looks pretty.
And don't get me wrong, I feel like I did not do a very good job of setting that up. It's a familiar type of story, but it's got a really great cast and a really great group of characters there that I hadn't heard of. I don't know nothing about what was it, a Dark Horse comic or something?
Yeah. I didn't know anything about the comic either.
I went into it completely blind, but
Yeah.
like Wes said, it's definitely an enjoyable watch, and it's not one that you're like,
I mean, it's kind of got I don't know, a moodier emo X-Men vibe or something.
yes,
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're an academy of superheroes, and
Right.
yeah.
Where's my water?
But oh wait, we're jumping.
Must be
this-
talking about the F-13 puzzle game on mobile. Oh, yeah. We know those guys.
Killer
Those,
puzzle, yeah.
those are cool dudes.
I didn't realize that was on mobile.
Yeah. Show enough.
I have it on Switch, which I mean, you know, all right, I get that's
I
mobile.
think I have it on PC. But yeah. I got an early version because I knew some people.
Because I know the guy who makes it. Yeah. I saw a picture before I ever worked here of you all killer puzzled out. Did I just not make it to the
Yeah.
point in game that you're in there?
Yeah,
or-
I'm in there somewhere.
You are in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be hunting mustaches next time I play it because I haven't seen that bit yet, but I remember seeing that post.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a couple of. Well, I think Randy's in there, and then there's several other far more popular people than me. Obviously, I'm a nobody. But yeah, there's some fun little Easter eggs and stuff in there. There was a Friday 13th game on Java phones long ago.
What the hell is a Java phone?
Like a Java-based game, I guess is what he's saying. Like
Oh, got ya.
games that used to play on your phone that had any form of what looked like 3D was all built in Java.
Got ya. I heard Java phone and I was like,
Yeah, not the phone itself. Well, I mean, actually, there was a lot of it's pre-apps, but they were like the OS of the phone would be Java supported or whatever, and a lot of the visual stuff you would see on the phone would be that too.
Gotcha. Oh, I hear a witch, but I don't have the shotgun. I don't have the shotgun. So we're gonna leave that witch alive.
Did you see Insidious?
I did.
What'd you think about it?
Insidious. I liked the first Insidious.
Yeah.
Then the series felt like it was getting away from me.
I can tell you, I didn't finish it. I started it and I was like, yeah,
Whoops.
okay. See, I'm not the best at asking me about modern horror. Like, a lot of it, I don't know. It doesn't resonate with me. I've mentioned before some of like modern stuff that I did like in some other streams, but I don't know.
One of my favorite modern horrors that we were talking about, it was when I first started working here. I said to Wes, have you ever seen Sinister? And he was like, I don't think I've ever. And I was like, well, it's this. And as soon as he saw it, he was like, oh, it's modern. I'm not really that, basically what he just said. I'm not really too up on modern horror films.
Yeah.
I tried to tell you to watch it. I don't know if you have yet.
No, I still haven't. I still haven't.
It's good. The home movies in Sinister alone, can somebody who has seen it confirm the home movies, the home videos in Sinister alone make it worth the watch? I have a feeling I'm going to have to walk past this witch, and now I don't even have...
I feel like there was so much before modern horror. There's so many movies that are like the historical stepping stones to get to the films that are currently here. That I still need to see them. I still need to watch them. I still need to like educate myself more and learn more about the craft and whatnot. Because I enjoy making horror games, but I don't necessarily like some of the modern horror tricks that are in films currently. So I try to study more of like yesteryear, if you will.
Classics and all.
Yeah.
Right.
And just learn as much as I can from them. Not to say that there aren't new filmmakers that don't have something worth learning. Like they obviously do, but most of the ones that I start watching, I'm like,
Stop squirming. I'm gonna heal you.
Sinister 1, good. Part 2, not so much.
Agreed. Part 2... Excuse me, chat, sorry. Part 2 I bought, I don't know, I was being impatient. I wanted to watch it, and it was only for purchase, not for rent. So I bought it on Amazon, and then I was like, mistakes were made. But Sinister 1, yeah, the home videos in it, they make the whole thing work.
JJC says, you didn't miss much with Bird Box. See, I didn't see Bird Box because I saw the other one, Quiet Place, and I felt like I watched the trailer of Bird Box, and I go, oh, okay,
Gotcha.
it's like Quiet Place.
Quiet Place, but no looking, yeah.
With the chick from Speed, right? So I kind of saw it as like, oh, it's not going to be that original. I thought the Quiet Place was original, at least there were other films that are somewhat similar to it in the past, or at least you could see some of that, the homage or at least inspirations from. But I looked at Quiet Place as like, oh, Bird Box that's a direct, like, you were inspired by the success of Quiet Place, that's why that was made. But maybe I'm wrong. I could be like totally off base, and it could be a fantastic piece of cinema and have nothing to do with A Quiet Place.
The way I would put it is just as I did after the first viewing of it, and that's, I'm not mad at it. It's not something that I'm like, I don't want my time back or anything, but do I see myself ever watching it again? Probably not.
Yeah.
But it was a good enough film, and I thought some of the cast was really, really kind of shined a bit. And I can't remember the actor's name, but the male lead I liked. And yeah, I think they did a good job of making you care about those characters. But again, there wasn't the payoff.
I actually watched The Town That Dreaded Sundown because it was referenced in Scream. Yeah.
It's actually not a bad film, though, Town That Dreaded Sundown. I didn't mind it. I like the Part 2 Jason look to the killer and stuff. I watched the remake of that, too, on the day of... Like, I was really ill, and so I was like, just
We're getting close
going
to the
through
airport
all the
safe
old
house.
favorites, and
Mm-hmm.
I got bored of the same old films. So
Yeah.
I flipped the remake of it on, and that wasn't too bad either. But yeah. Oh, I think there's something. Oh no, just the safe room. That's right. Come on, party people. In multiplayer, this is the best spot to get them to. You get one of them hunter pounces right there.
Oh, Nick says, have you seen The Final Girls? F-13 vibes all around. Comedy, pretty good story. Yeah, I saw it. I liked it.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna have.
Yeah, it's
to.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It had some cleverness to it.
What was the one we watched just the other day? Oh man, Mad Moxie's in chat. We've watched a couple of new ones because we've been really digging to the back. We canceled. We don't have cable anymore either.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we've gone really like down the rabbit hole.
Do you have Pluto TV?
I do.
There's actually every now and then some decent horror movies that show up on there, and they have a whole channel that's dedicated to horror, which is pretty cool.
See, we kind of got Pluto. My wife set it up. I can't remember what it was for.
Mm-hmm.
There was something specific she wanted to watch. We did.
And then never went back to it?
Yeah, we haven't.
Well, there's a whole channel on there that's horror movies and 24/7. Like, so it's kind of, I guess, like Shudder, sort of.
We do have Shudder,
Yeah,
but you know, Shudder 2 is limited. You know, there's only so much in there. So.
sure.
How's it going, Splinter Shield? Speaking of horror, Splinter Shield cosplayer of the Hunter from the Division game, and he's a pretty horrifying character. He was actually at our PAX panel in full Hunter gear in the back of the audience with the watches lit up and everything, and I was like, oh man, I'm surprised
That's
they
cool.
let him in here like that. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Halloween or Friday the 13th, which film series did you prefer? I don't know if you're just collectively asking everyone in chat plus the two of us, but I'll let Matt answer that.
Friday the 13th, definitely. Definitely. And that's not because I work here. Ask my wife. We have heated debates about this. She's a Halloween preference kind of person.
Yeah,
Huh. Check this out.
it's a tough one to answer. Which do you prefer? I'm like, my preferences have additional categories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I have to put it like this. I don't, as much as I am so quick to answer Friday the 13th, huge caveat there. Don't have anything against either franchise, and actually really enjoy both. Loved the 2018 version. We were just talking about this in the Discord. I think it was
yeah.
earlier today or last night. But the 2018 version was excellent. I thought that was great. I like 1 and 2 from the original, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at any of them, but yeah,
Yeah.
Friday's my jam.
Well, my convoluted response would be Halloween was a better film.
I can see that.
I enjoy watching Friday.
Right.
I don't like watching all of the Fridays. Like, there's obviously ones I pick and choose. Same for Halloween, though.
Sure.
I really, really love the second Halloween. I'll go down fighting saying it was better than the first one. Other people will say you're dead wrong, and that's fine. Those are just opinions. Everyone has opinions. That's my opinion. I like the second one better than the first one. I felt like Carpenter took even bigger, like bolder steps in some of the shooting of that film. There's longer unedited shots in it. There's wider angled shots.
So from a filmmaking standpoint,
Yeah.
you have those going for it.
Like the scene where she crawls out of the car in the parking lot of the hospital, and the camera goes kind of low down to show like the angle that she's at, and it's like she's only barely not even a third. I mean, it's like less than a fourth of the screen is her on the bottom, and then it's like this long, wide, huge shot, and you see the long, right? It's like it makes you like, oh God, she can't even walk, and she's gonna have to crawl
Yeah.
or something, right? To safety. And is safety the hospital? We know it's not because
Right.
Michael is in there, but she's not sure yet, right? I mean, that's a daring shot to do as a filmmaker in a horror movie, is to say long shot, like long meaning the time she's laying there, and it's long and it's distance to shoot it. There's nothing else going on in the scene. There's not a bunch of flashing lights. Even the music is minimal. Like, all that shit takes balls to do that and be like, because this is the story I want to tell. You don't see that. You don't see it in Friday.
Definitely not in Friday, right?
But that doesn't match Jason, right? Like, whereas I think the hand of Carpenter matched the antagonist, right?
That's right. Yeah. The design of
there's
Michael.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So there's days whenever I'm like, I want to see a big, bruising, hulking Jason with, Harry Manfredini's music that's big and matches it, and it's like, it kind of pumps you up to watch it. You cheer him on and see, awesome kills. And then there's other times where I'm like, I want a little quieter, right? I want a little more chill. I want a little bit more cinematography. I want that steady hand to entertain me. You know what I mean? And it's a lot more, quote unquote, chill comparatively, even the music. So it's hard for me to say which one do you prefer. It's like, well,
Ammo here.
Yeah.
just like there's some days you want to, listen to Metallica, and there's some days you want to listen to Radiohead or whatever, right?
If you're anything like me, 99% of the time that you get asked a question like this, if it's open-ended where they haven't put films in it, like, this is obviously, one versus the other.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody says, like, your top 3 horror movies, I think I answer differently almost every time, save for a film.
Because it's how you feel at that moment, right?
And because there's, like, you just said something very specific that I agree with 100%. It really depends on the mood. There are points where I'm like, you know what I really want right now is just this simple, either it's sometimes something goofy, like we were talking about Dead Alive on the Discord server yesterday, something like that even, it really depends, but yeah. To the point where I'll watch Thanksgiving,
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm all right,
I think I missed some questions that were happening because I yammered on too long.
Tank.
Havoc, what's the most overrated horror franchise? I don't want to, like, crap on stuff, so...
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably things that are maybe a little bit... Maybe some franchises that got a little tired or a little long in the tooth. Like in modern, I think potentially, like, the Paranormal Activity things felt like it got a little long in the tooth. But I don't like to just point at stuff and go, that thing sucks.
Right.
So overrated is a little harsh, I guess, term, because everyone has their own things that they're into, and if they're into it, awesome, go be into it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I'm a firm believer that I can find a redeeming quality in almost every horror film. I mean, there's, to somebody it's horror-y, it's horrifying.
Yeah, man.
To somebody else, it's,
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were talking about, I can't remember what it specifically was, and it doesn't really matter, but we were talking about one where it was like, somebody was making the case, that's not scary at all. I mean, to you and to me, but, doesn't mean there's not somebody out there that's...
Sarah off, dude. We might not be friends, dude.
Why?
There's never a time I want to listen to Radiohead. I'm not like a massive Radiohead fan. It's not like that. But, man, their contributions to music is incredible.
And, I mean, one of the better parts of the new Suspiria was...
Tom York.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not at all a Radiohead fan, you know what I mean? But where do I have to go here, guys?
You might give them another listen. And not just, OK Computer that came out in like 97. That's what most people know them. Listen to some of the other stuff. Sonically, it's some of the most challenging music, and their chord progressions, there ain't another band on earth that does it, period. So they're our generation's Steely Dan, and if you're like, who's Steely Dan? Get the fuck out.
Hit the bricks. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go here, but I just wanted to also give you a heads up. We're at...
Yeah, it's probably time to about call it. So if you want to get to the next, like...
Yeah, let's get to the next save.
Checkpoint, yeah, whatever, we can call it from there.
But now that puts the pressure back on that I got to remember where I'm going.
You hit a nerve, Sarah, for sure. There's nerves that can get hit whenever somebody says something that's like, but did you really give them a chance? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I am somewhat passionate about talking about music, so yeah, you hit a nerve. I just never really liked them, not for me. All right.
there.
Oh, she keeps saying things. I realized with Bill earlier, he keeps saying things because I just shooter habit. I'm pressing the left stick into sprint, and the left stick apparently makes them call something out even when there's nothing to call out. So I'm just yelling random things at
Oh,
them.
I bet it's like
Let's
you
go
know,
through here.
team group back up on me or team where are you or whatever, right? Yeah.
So, oh, look at that. Handy. Yeah, so if you're playing with people and you don't want a mic in, you can over here and all that stuff. Oh, is he? Okay, good. Safe house is this away. This is the airport one, by the way. I was wrong. It's Left 4 Dead 1. We're just making our way in the terminal, up into the terminal now. Should we try and brain one more witch real quick?
Let's see it.
Turn that light off.
Nice.
Always double tap just in case, but yeah,
Sure.
had her with one there. Once you have the achievement unlocked, it's hard to tell if you actually had the one, but
Who eats all the gun media snacks? I think it's a collective effort.
if you eat my last nano wafer,
That's true.
we're brawling.
My boy is all about them.
Cross the sky bridge.
No doubt about it. Sit back in the office, watch episodes of Columbo
That's
or whatever
right.
you watch.
Murder,
back
She
there.
Wrote.
There you go.
Streaming Murder, She Wrote at my desk. Yeah, it's a good life.
Get inside.
Yeah, get inside, Lewis. Here we go.
Killer.
Zoe said killer. I get it. I think that's going to probably do it for gameplay for today.
Yes, sir.
Rob, if you want to toss us back, there he goes. Look at that. So, yeah, we covered quite a few things
We did.
in this.
It was an interesting little conversation.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm not sure where to go from here.
Well,
but
where you go from here is you tune in on Tuesday
that's true.
to our show Beyond, where we'll be having a far more focused discussion that's about stuff that we're working on. And we'll put that information out as the day approaches as to what is this, what's that show going to be about. But yeah, we're glad you guys showed up and hung out with us today and talked horror and, scrambled porn and all the other things topics that came up. That was fun. I had a good time.
Me too. And, like Wes said, we have this streaming schedule laid out. Tuesdays is Beyond, our show for patches, updates, news. Tales from the Stream is obviously, in case you're just catching us, I know lately we've had a lot of people pop up around the 4 o'clock mark. And if you're just joining in, this has been our more chill one. So like he said, we discussed all types of things. You guys can catch the past broadcast, and we hope to see you on Tuesday for the next episode of Beyond. In the meantime, thank you very much, Wes. I really appreciate you being able to be here with us. I know you had to move some things around,
it's all
and I
good.
know you were, a quart low?
Yeah,
A gallon?
pint low.
Pint
Pint low.
okay. I'm overdoing it, but,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you being able to hang out. And, yeah, like I said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make Wes smile. That's right. Hey, wait, you guys, that's
it
as
works.
far as it
I'm
gets.
smiling.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reading chat again. I apologize. Anyway, as I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. We appreciate it. If you haven't yet, join our Discord. It's !Discord in the chat. We'll bring you straight over there with a link. Come hang out with us there. And yeah, tune in Tuesday for Beyond. Take care, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.